Good morning, class 8 children. We'll continue with sample paper 2 till question number 17 we discussed yesterday. Let's continue with the 18th. We had already discussed what is a constellation, and you have to name any two of the constellation, and you have to sketch also. So next question is 19. X react with oxygen to form oxide. The oxide is soluble in water and turns red litmus blue. Identify whether X is a metal or a non-metal. And moreover, you have to tell which gas is produced when X reacts with an acid. Okay. And one more part is here. You have to tell which type of reaction it is, why it is called so. So I hope children, how you can guess in this A part. Metal oxide is formed, soluble in water, and यहाँ से आप guess कर सकते turns red litmus blue. Red litmus को blue में कौन change करता है? Tell me. Forgot. Chapter 5 से sorry in class 7 you have read और मैंने आपको ये बताया भी था BRB bases turn red litmus into blue. Is it okay? And you know the oxide of metals are basic or oxides of non-metals are basic in nature. This is very important to know from your chapter number 4, metals and non-metals. Metals के oxides basic होते हैं, non-metals के. Tell me quickly, you have to give the answer. So the oxides of metal are basic in nature. So here you are getting an idea that basic solution turns red litmus blue. So means tell now X will be metal or non-metal. Now can you tell X will be metal or non-metal? It will be metal. Still confusion is there. Which gas is produced when X react with an acid? If metal reacts with any of the acids, suppose hydrochloric acid hai, or it reacts with a sulfuric acid, then what happen? Hydrogen gas is produced. Which gas is produced? Hydrogen gas. Already children, you have learned it produces with a pop sound. Hydrogen gas is produced. Next is consider the reaction. Copper sulfate plus zinc gives zinc sulfate plus copper. Can you tell me what type of reaction this is? Which type of reaction it is? This is displacement reaction. Why this is displacement reaction? Because already children chapter 4 you have read. Because zinc क्या करता है? Zinc replaces zinc जो है वो copper को उसकी जगह से हटा देता है. It displaces the copper from its place and takes its place. Okay. So if the copper zinc, because zinc is more reactive than copper, ये copper को उसकी जगह से हटा के खुद उसकी जगह ले लेता है. ठीक है. That's why the copper is displaced in this reaction. That's why it is said displacement reaction. Am I clear? The question is why it is called so. Because zinc displaces the copper from a salt solution. That's why we say this reaction as a displacement reaction. If you have not understood, kindly tell me. Is it clear? And I had given you the example also. The most reactive metal displaces the less reactive metal. ठीक है. More powerful जो metal है वो less powerful metal को displace कर देती है. ठीक है. From its salt solution. Next is understood. Are you getting, children? Let's move to the next question, number 21. State two differences between the prokaryotes and Eurocritic cells. And B part, what is the function of genes? So I hope you know the answer of these questions. Already we have done one definition of prokaryotes and eukaryotes and one example of it. Can I have the definition from your side? Chapter number 8, cell. And tell me the function of genes also. Genes, you know, that are present on the chromosomes, and for what that are responsible. Yes, Chaitanya?
Ma'am, may I tell Arav?
Yes, sure, Arav.
Ma'am, the cells having nuclear material without nuclear membrane
Whose you are talking
are
about?
prokaryotic.
Okay, are prokaryotes. And in eukaryotes, the nucleus is well defined. Okay, well defined
Yes, ma'am.
nucleus is. And can I have the examples of any of these prokaryotes or eukaryotes? I think bacteria and
Can I
blue.
tell?
Yes, Arav, you know the examples of it. You know the
Yes, ma'am.
tell the example. Complete the
Ma'am,
question.
ma'am, bacteria,
And blue green alga
prokaryotic,
are the
and algae.
and alga. Blue green alga and bacteria are the examples of the prokaryotes, and the rest, all the organisms fall into the eukaryotic cells. Okay. Next is function of genes. Chaitanya, Prateksha, can you tell?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
kindly tell.
A gene is the basic physical and functional unit of hereditary.
Okay, functional unit of heredity. We inherit the characteristics from our parents to the genes. Genes are transferred from parents to the offsprings. So they are the heredity characteristics. Next, distinguish between the cell wall and cell membrane. And tell me one thing more also, where cell wall is present. Major difference between the cell wall and cell membrane. It's very important. Anybody knows the answer? Cell wall or cell membrane? What's it? Is there any difference between these two, or both are equivalent? Yes, Ananya Prasad. Aditya Jain.
Cell wall helps to protect the cell and cell membrane gives the cell a perfect shape.
Cell wall का क्या बताया आपने?
Cell wall helps to protect cells.
Cell wall has to protect the cell, and according to you, cell membrane gives the shape to it. Yes, Anshika Agarwal.
Cell wall. It is a thick structure with a fixed shape cell membrane. It is a thin, delicate structure. It is a flexible to change the shape as needed.
So first difference you have given that cell wall has a thick structure and cell wall has a thin structure. Children, major difference between the cell wall and cell membrane is there. Cell wall is present only in plant cell, and cell membrane is present in all the cells. You have read already, cell wall is the, what is it? This is the additional layer in the plants. Okay? Plant cell में जो additional layer है, and what is the function? This is a protective layer. This protect the plants. You must have seen whenever there is a high speed winds, thunderstorm, etc., the plants get bent. देखा है आपने? Plants bend हो जाते हैं. But next morning, again they stand. So cell wall protects the cell. So major difference or 2 or 3 differences you can get. First difference, cell wall is present only in plants and cell membrane is present in both plants. और वैसे वो animal cell में present होती है, but it's present in the both. And cell wall is a thick protective layer. Thick layer is there, and cell membrane is a thin layer. And one more which Ananya Prasad has given, that it provides the stiffness, rigidity to the cell, plant cell. और cell membrane क्या करता है? Cell membrane provides the shape to the cell. Next, B part. What results in the formation of an organism with billions of the cells? How billions of the cells are formed? How the cells are formed in the body? The body was started from a single cell. Okay, the single cell keep on dividing, then by the division method. Okay, cell keep on dividing, and this process is very fast process, and by the process of cell division we get the organism get billions of the cell. आपको पता है in the beginning first जो smallest structural and functional unit है that is a cell. When the cell combine करने के बाद क्या बनता है? Tissues are formed. When the tissues are formed, what is formed? When tissues combine, what is formed? Organ. When the organ combines, organ system is formed. When the organ system combined, then the organism is formed. Okay, so basic structural functional unit is cell, then tissue, then organ system, and then organism is formed. So you have to write in this question.
Ma'am, is there any particular process name?
No, the process name is not there. These are the step-by-step method. If we are basic method, if we want to see basic processes of cell division, because cells keep on dividing and that process keep on making. वो process आपका चलता रहता है continuation में. Next is question number 24. How is static electricity different from the electric current? So I think as the name is showing, static electricity. Static word, this word you have read in your chapter friction also. ठीक है, फ्रिक्शन वाले चैप्टर में भी आपने स्टैटिक वर्ड पढ़ा हुआ है. मींस द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी विच डू नॉट मूव, विच इज एट रेस्ट. इसमें आप इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक का एग्जांपल दे सकते हो. द एनर्जी और द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी विच इज ऑलरेडी प्रेजेंट इन द ऑब्जेक्ट. एंड इलेक्ट्रिक करंट जो है दैट करंट फ्लोज फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू द अनदर. वन प्लेस मींस फ्रॉम वन टर्मिनल टू द अदर टर्मिनल. दैट इज नोन एज द इलेक्ट्रिक करंट. Like static electricity ka can example? Can you give me any of the example of it? Static electricity. Everything has the object. Plastic comb you do it in your hair. It gets electrostatically charged, but that charge is for some time. That is known as electrostatic charge. Already it is having a charge. Yes, scale, plastic rifle. So many things are there that can, even your woolen sweaters, blankets. आजकल आपने नोटिस किया होगा व्हाट हैपेंड व्हेन वी टेक आउट द स्वेटर. तो हमारे बाल भी उसके साथ जो है वो चले जाते हैं. दे गेट फ्रिक्शन, उनमें फ्रिक्शन आ जाता है. फ्रिक्शन मींस दे गेट इलेक्ट्रिकली चार्ज्ड बाय रबिंग. सो दैट इज अ स्टैटिक चार्ज, दैट इज नॉट हार्मफुल फॉर अस. ठीक है. और जो आपका दूसरा वाला चार्ज है इलेक्ट्रिक करंट, दैट इज फ्लूइड करंट. मींस मूविंग फ्रॉम वन टर्मिनल टू द अनदर. इट इज मूविंग करंट. आई होप आई एम क्लियर. Next is, what is earthing? Why are buildings earth? So what is the use of earthing? Yes, Ananya Jain. And you must have seen the wire of earthing in many of the electrical appliances. Kindly tell. Ananya Jain, if you want, you can. Otherwise, yes, tell quickly. What is earthing?
Am I audible?
Yes.
The process of transfer of charges from a charged body to the earth is called earthing.
Okay. And
the buildings are earth because in case of overflowing of current, the image discharge of electrical energy takes place to the ground without having the appliances and people in the building.
So why buildings are earth? Because whenever there is a flow of a current, the building should be safe. Whatever the excessive current is there, that excessive current should flow to the earth. Yes, Ananya Kahara, you want to give the answer of this question?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the process of transferring of charge from charged object to the earth is called the earthing.
Okay.
And the earthing is provided to the buildings to protect us from the electric shocks due to any leakage of electric current.
Okay, good. So this is for the earthing is provided in the buildings for the protection only. Next, what are artificial satellites? Give their practical applications. I think rest can also answer. Prateksha, what are artificial satellites? Aditya Jain? Ananya Prasad. Rest will not be responding.
Ma'am,
Raghav,
can I tell?
Yash, Imad.
Ma'am, can I?
Ramanjana.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, one has to tell. Yes, Neha, you tell.
Ma'am, the satellites which are made by human is called artificial satellites.
Yes, that are the artificial satellite. And what is the use of it? Practical applications. Yes, Ananya Prasad.
Ma'am, the use of artificial satellites are for weather forecasting, communications.
Yes. For the remote sensing, whatever we want from the distance, for that the satellites are used. Even radio, television, we are getting so many channels, internet. So artificial satellites are responsible for it. Next, suggest any 3 methods to improve the quality of air. You know, the quality of air is deteriorating. This is decreasing day by day. As you have seen, much of the pollution is there, and your this air quality index AQI is also very high. So suggest any 3 ways how we can improve. Yes, Anshika.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, okay, Imad. Let him speak. Yes, Imad.
Ma'am, the method to improve the quality of air in our environment are use public transport as far as possible and generate awareness among the people to reduce air pollution, plant more and more trees because trees help to keep environment clean, uh, mm, use vehicles for short distances.
Okay, good. So anybody else want to give the answer for this question number 25? Few more ways to improve the air quality. Yes, Anshika, give few ways.
Ma'am, by using CNG vehicles, ma'am, by growing trees and plants,
Good.
use gas stove instead of woodwork, reduce forest fire and smoking.
Okay, very good. So these are the common methods which can be used to improve the air quality index. Okay, let's move to the next question number, next section, C section. Question number 25. Draw a label diagram of human eye. So I think this is, you can draw it. B part, vision is one of the wonderful gift given to us by God. But most of the people never take care of their eyes. Suggest any 2 ways to take care of the eyes. Can you tell how we can take care of our eyes? Ananya Kahra?
Ma'am, it is advised to use the stable spectacles, and too little or too much light is bad for the eyes, and insufficient light causes eye strain and headaches.
Okay.
So too much light that of the sun
Too
and a
much
powerful
or too
light.
less? Both are harmful. Too much
Yes,
or too
ma'am.
less are harmful. Okay, Anshika, give 1 or 2 points.
Do not look at the sun or any powerful light directly. Wash your eyes with clean water at least 2 or 3 times a day.
Okay, fine. So children, you can add these points, how to take care of our eyes, and kindly do it also. Take care of your eyes. 26th, I think this question is not there. 27 bhi nahi hai, 28th bhi nahi hai, 29th is there. Mention the component of the circuit of a tester. And mention 3 common solutions which are good conductor of electric current. And what is common in all these solutions? Okay, so kindly give me the answer. Rest you can put across. Yes, Ananya Jain.
Ma'am, we need LED or a bulb,
Okay, LED is
a
required.
conductor,
Yes, yes.
connecting wires and battery
Okay.
to make a proper tester.
Tester. If we want to make our own tester, we can make by using only at least these 3 small things. Okay, we can make our own tester. Can you answer the B part? Mention 3 solutions which are the good conductor of electric current. Yes, Ananya Kahra.
Ma'am, when the salt is dissolved in the distilled water, we obtain the salt solution, and that is also a good conductor of electricity.
Okay, salt solution is good conductor. What is common in all these solutions? Yes, Anshika?
And vinegar, lemon are also good conductor.
Yes, these are the solutions. So can you tell me what is common in these? जैसे आपने भी बोला तो इनमें क्या कॉमन है? What is common in all these? Agreed totally. She has added salt in it. These all maximum of the acids. They are the good conductors. In an electrolyte, you must have seen we add few drops. So that is a good conductor. So what is common? Whenever the electric current is passed into that, they split into ions. How they show the conductivity? How they show the conductivity? So whenever the electric current is passed through them, they split into ions like cations and anions. So next is also not there. This is a nitrogen cycle. So with this, I think this sample paper is over. Okay.